Hello everybody, Frouwo here, bringing you game number 1 of a best of 3 series between Relax and Flipside Tackets in the losers match of the group stage of CIS Carnage 2014, sponsored by Pingeee. Nice guy setting up the event. I'm not sponsored by him personally, but again, nice to see just community run events like this. But anyway, we're going to start off into the picks and bans now. We have Relax thus far banning out the Enchantress, the Outerward Devourer, the Doom, and the Abaddon, and Flipside banning out the Bristleback, the Crystal Mane, the Chen, and the Weaver. Relax in the meantime picking up the Alchemist, the Slark, and the Visage, and Flipside picking up the Mirana, the Rubik, and the Clockwork. So Relax picking up, of course, that tried and true Alchemist that everyone loves picking. Certainly a hero that's been seen a lot the past couple weeks as far as it goes. Stun, you know, he just... Really, the thing is, he just has that nice stun. He has the ability to play support, still play one position as well. Can even go mid, so he's just a very diverse hero, really. Does have the Acid Spray as well for the armor reduction for the Roshan. And of course, even as a support, can get lots of gold with the Goblin's Greed in late game. So anyway, Bane is the next pick for Flipside, so we're going to see that sick Bane-Mirana combo. Very hard setup for that arrow, and certainly a combo that's worked elsewhere in the scene, notably a lot in Sigma In's play. Sigma In running the Bane-Mirana very often and usually very successful as well. It's worked very well in other scenarios as well, but that is certainly the most infamous.
10 seconds remaining.
And
5 seconds remaining.
And next we have the Puck from Relax. So Flipside betting out the Prophet in the meantime. So gonna be interesting to see how Relax lanes this. They certainly can run the Alchemist as support with Visage. Slark can be in the safe lane likely as the one position, then Puck in the mid lane. At that point they just need an offlaner, and of course Flipside feeling that do ban out the Prophet. So certainly well done on ban by them. As we all know, Shaklo loves his Prophet. Shaklo picking up that Prophet a couple times in this tournament, at least. More than a couple, I believe, like 4, maybe 5 games. And one last pan out from Relax, and we will have our last picks coming up. But Flipside likely going to be looking for a mid laner or a hard carry, one of the two. They do have Clockwork, they do have both of the supports, and they have someone who can go in that carry spot or in the mid lane. So we'll have to see what it is. It'd be nice to see a carry here, as Flipside really certainly is lacking late game potential. However, the Invoker is the last pickup, so Flipside going to go for a very gank heavy lineup here with the Bane-Mirana, Rubik, as well as the Clockwork and Invoker. So certainly something scary, and Relax are really going to have to play around and hope they don't get too deep into it. But Relax also playing that, of course, very gank heavy. You have the Alchemist, Slark, Visage, Puck, all 4 heroes that can gank very well. So it's ramping up to be a really just seems to be action-packed game here.
10 seconds remaining.
As we don't Relax's last pick, that one offlaner position, or that it is the only offlaner position, but it is a 3-position hero, so likely waiting on that 3 position. And could pick plenty of heroes here. We've seen Nyx is in the offlane. Elder Titan's always a possibility. He hasn't been banned out yet. Could see a Darkseer. Haven't seen a Darkseer in a while, but certainly couples well with the Puck ult as well as the Alchemist stun. As its stun is an AoE, and the Puck ult, of course, another great AoE. And you top the Visage. You just use so much work with that kind of thing. So it'd be interesting to see a Darkseer, but again, Darkseer not very popular in the common meta, I'd say. I of course don't know how well Shaklo plays that Mirana, or Darkseer rather. But yeah. And he really doesn't pair well against Mirana Bane, as that sleep shuts him down pretty well. Bane is a really good disabler in general, to be honest. Does have the Fiend's Grip as well as the Nightmare, and just then that arrow hits you and you boom, dead. It's over. And even the Clockwork hook can be set up for that as well. So That's just absolutely scary with that Bane there. But Bounty Hunter going to be that offlane position. Likely going to see Shacklo. Yeah, Shacklo going to pick up that Bounty Hunter. And yeah, so we have our full lineups for either side. And we will wait to see how the lanes pan out. But I do believe it is certainly going to be in a support Alchemist, as FN is one of the carries for Relax. But let's go into player introductions. We have Shacklo again on the Bounty Hunter. FN going to be on the Slark carry. We have TMW on the solo mid Puck. We're going to have Alchemist on the support position as he buys the Courier. Oh no, Visage bought the Courier, but regardless, a very nice Monkey Courier. Screen on the Visage. Chris Moltisanta on the Alchemist. Always loving these long names that are pretty hard to pronounce. Anyway, I'm not sure of Flipside's lineup usually. But these seem to be different names than I saw last time, but we're going to have Hybrid on the Marana. We're going to have Pow on the Pain, and Light on the Invoker, PSM on the Rubik, and Kulnyaha Vata on the Clockwork. I'm sure these all have different names. I haven't done my previous research, so I do apologize for that. But anyway, our game about to kick off now.
The battle begins.
It looks like it will be solo lanes versus tri lanes in this scenario. No tri lane versus tri lane, no aggressive tri lane here. Even though I do feel that Flipside really could have taken their tri lane into the aggressive manner. But actually, this Clockwork in the safe lane with the Marana in the long lane. So this Clockwork looking to get a lot of farm here, it seems. It's certainly an interesting decision as far as that goes. I'm not 100% sure why someone would do that versus having the Marana in the farming spot. She definitely does transition better to the late game, but Marana, I guess, hoping she could get a early. Anyway, Shacklo gets very low here. Dust and Shacklo lift and falls. So Shacklo getting killed rarely on here in this off lane. As again, Marana not in the safe lane with the Bane, so Marana, I guess, just looking for the solo XP at most. Relax do have the kill potential on this off lane with the Slark as well as the Alchemist stun, but all dodgeable by that Marana leap. So as we have a pause. And well, nothing just yet, but as we saw in that lane setup, that Bane still, the Nightmare sets up very well even without the Marana. They did have the Clockwork into Cogs there, and it did work out well, did secure the kill. And here we are with the go in the mid lane, and Light getting mighty low here, however. Eating creep damage now. Should he get orbed one time, he could be dead here. But I'm gonna pop the salve and be safe. TMW not gonna throw that orb just yet. And yeah. It's that Bane Nightmare just showing off how potent it is in general as a kill potential. Meanwhile, Pow in the mid lane. Not gonna look for a kill here, however, just gonna keep rotating top, it seems. As Shacklo now invised up. Gonna just soak experience from these creeps still. And Janata onto PSM. Taking one on the side, right click before Shacklo cloaks up. And that doesn't want to take too much harass, backs off. And Pow is still rotating up to the mid lane, or top lane rather. As no gank on mid from him. And yeah, I'm sure once this game's really gonna kick off once we get some more farm on either side, but for the time being, not too much action. Pow may look for a setup on an arrow here, but as soon as Slark sees a million, he instantly backs off because he knows if he gets hit with the arrow, he's certainly dead. But in the meantime, rotation mid from Screen and Chris Mole is Santa and Light. Got to look to back up here. Grave Chill, now stun, and Shacklo rotating for this one. 4-man gank on mid. Screen cleaning up that last kill with the Grave Chill. Or soul assumption, rather.
Radiant's
And
middle tower is under
Shackle
attack.
getting some more farm, getting the assist on the mid lane, and 1-1 is the kill score now. And so Pow not really getting any early rotations, and that's really when Bane Run is most potent, as the arrow into the Nightmare combo does just so much damage. But Chris Malenta gonna charge up a stun. Just lob it. No dodge by Pow. Couldn't get the Nightmare off in time. And FN farming up pretty well in this off lane. 12 last hits thus far. They're in his safe lane, rather. As Amrana is still sitting on 6 last hits, so contested pretty well by him. But again, the supports really haven't been doing too much aside from pulling and just that recent gank. Showed their face in lane for that stun onto Pow, but nothing much aside from that. But it seems our lanes are becoming more and more standard now. As we do have just the bounty hunter and the clock facing off 1 versus 1. And it's slowly working to be tri-lane versus tri-lane, but PSM getting some farm up in the woods. Pulling a creep wave, it seems. I'm sure there's some really inventive way he did that, but I'm not 100% sure what it is. Anyway, we'll open up the last hitch chart and we can take a look at how everything's going. But TMW getting the most last hits thus far, and he also has that 1 assist from that kill earlier. So working right now. 25 last hits in his name, ahead of the Invoker by quite a large margin, nearly over double his last hits. So dominating this Invoker in the mid lane right now. And again, Invoker with that 1 death. So not going too well for Flipside in this mid lane. TMW throwing around to his weight, it seems. And can see another kill on Enlight here. Enlight now, full step up in the TMW. TMW dodging the Sunstrike. Alright, cool stepped up and lifted. PSM cleaning up that kill, and TMW losing that advantage in the mid lane now. Certainly going to lose some of his last hit advantage as well as the experience advantage he gained from that kill earlier. But yeah, not too good for him. Meanwhile, Clockwork and Slark tied up in those quote-unquote safe lane positions, as the Clockwork did have a tri lane earlier, but now Bounty and Clockwork going at it. Shacklo dusted up. Shacklo gonna fall, so Clockwork getting another kill on the bottom lane onto the Bounty Hunter. Shacklo not having too much fun, and lift from PSM. Cool stuff from TMW. TMW now. Sunstrike hits. TMW taking lots of damage. Orbs very straight away, really. Just wants to dodge as many right clicks as he can at that point, and makes it alive. 1 more ball charge, and he's back up to nearly half health. So yeah, and then Invoker now catching up as you can see, but Hybrid next in line after that, so the offlane position for Flipside. And FN gonna leap away there, doesn't want to get 9 right up, as he certainly would die. And Bounty in the meantime kills the Invoker in the mid lane. So Enlight falling a second time there, falling under his tower pretty much. Seems to be working towards either a pair of Treads or a Midas, but I would figure it is Treads. Or no, a Midas. And PSM now going to be in a bit of trouble as Fusion comes up from Relax. PSM now nightmared up, actually. PSM, however, still going to fall. Pounce from FN comes out, and Visage in the meantime gets sunstruck by the Invoker. Invoker securing a kill there, as Rubik falls, as well as the Visage. So 4-3 is the score right now, and hook coming out from Kolnya Bata, and yeah. So again, this is just starting to ramp up. It's going to get more and more active as the game goes on, as both teams looking to swing this mid-game advantage as hard as they can. And Enlight really going for a greedy build as far as how his team needs to be playing. Going for the Midas, I believe, still, and really can't sustain that on how active this game is going to be. Midas really isn't going to have the time to kick in at this, at the rate this game's going to be flying at. There's no way this game's going to make it past 40 minutes without any team getting a distinct advantage, just pushing their way to victory. Because that's how it's going to have to turn out. Really just going to be constant fighting. Facebook's now up on Shackler, just needs the courier to bring him out to him. And Crispal Santa throws his stun out on PSM. PSM now going to be in a bit of trouble. PSM trying to deny himself station. It's getting the time. Cold Snap in the meantime on TMW. TMW Looking for a brain sap here from Pingeee. Pingeee
Radiant's middle
finds him.
tower is under attack.
Brain sap and puck falling there. Chris Malenta gonna stun up Pingeee and Chris Malenta. Gonna fall here. One last cold snap from Enlight and 2 kills in Flipside's team there. Enlight now almost with his Midas. Needs another 200 gold there, and he will have it. And yeah, so again, just wrapping up. We're now 6-4, 8 minutes in. Clockwork with his hookup once again, working towards the drums, I would believe. Could also get an Orchid, of course. As that mana regen is very nice in the Clockwork, but I'm not gonna know just yet what it is. It has been very keen on the dust, has made sure he's constantly had one for the bounty hunter in the assault lane. And Invoker, of course, picking up that Midas now. 8-minute Midas, a little bit late, especially for a mid laner, so not what you want to see. And another check and last hits before I close the chart. Clockwork in the lead as far as it goes. Of course, in that off lane or safe lane position, being able to farm up very well, but really tied with Slark and Puck in terms of things. So we're gonna have to catch up. FN just barely dodging that arrow there. Smiley face out of Konya. And yeah, Mirana also very much so. 3 decently farmed heroes on the side of Flipside, and meanwhile, Pingeee on the top lane. Arrow hits on FN. FN, however, just gonna pop his Dark Pact as the Bane falls. So Bane going down to the Slark combo, as well as the gank from screen, and oh, Sunstrike from the Invoker gonna miss. Screen and Shacklow is what I was trying to look for, and like taking a bit of harassment. And yeah, so Clockwork in the meantime gets a kill on the Alchemist in this bottom lane. Hook expended, Cogs, and now gonna be chased down by TMW. TMW orb hits, and Konya falls for the kill on the Alchemist. So I'll miss that kill, but Clockwork exchanges life forward with the Alchemist. Alchemist working towards, of course, the medallion, so I'm going to send him back a little bit further on that. As that TMW racks up another kill. And take a look at the experience. And gold racks. Flipside currently in the gold lead. No towers exchanged just yet, mind you, so it is entirely based on farm and hero kills, that kind of stuff. And experience in Flipside's favor, nearly 2,000 ahead, but trending in the way of Relax. Relax still has a chance to come back in this game. Our screen now with the haste in the mid lane, looking for Enlight. Enlight nightmared up. FN eats it, and 3 mid now for Flipside as they did rotate in the Clockwork. And Clockwork now with the hook up. Could look for a kill here on someone. And hooks onto FN. FN now going to be a bit of trouble. Has leap up. Leaps away a little bit in the wrong direction, really. But now Konya in a bit of trouble. Pingeee now in trouble right after him. So a double kill there for Relax. Very easily taken. I do believe a track was popped onto the Bane before he died. So track gold, again, really going to help out in this ganky kind of sort of lineup, as Relax going to be able to take more and more, seeing that Bounty Hunter's now level 6, or level 7 rather. Working towards drum as TMW here. Going to be lifted and just orbs away. Sunstrike gonna miss. TMW just really, all of Relax really just waiting until they see that Sunstrike until they walk in a different direction. And yeah, that's what we have. Selection building's way to a Shadow Blade this game, so not going to see any Orchid out of him. Going to be certainly lacking on mana regen. Maybe, yeah, definitely be lacking on mana regen. Meantime, Hybrid could have been a bit of trouble in this top lane, as Hybrid is working towards a magic wand, but has nearly 1100 gold on top of that. May look to teleport out here, and leaps away. Gonna teleport out now, but Visage Familiars, not gonna get the stun off in time. And yeah, so we're not getting out there safely now, and 70 is the kill square. Essentially going to be dewarded in the mid lane.
Under attack.
Something going to help with that Ron ult should there be a team fight in this mid lane. And in the meantime, both sides continuing to play pretty safe, but Shaklo may look for a kill mid here on in light, as he does have support from Kolnia Santa, as well as the Visage. And now Shaklo sitting right behind these trees over here. Not going to be spotted just yet. And hook onto Kolnia Sviata. Kolnia Sviata Sunstrike and just blown up instantly. Now Enlight going to be in trouble. Blinking from Puck going to be blown up. Visage in the last hit there. And a pause. So and apparently a bit of lag out of Relax on this fight, but Relax really want to take as many fights as they can here with the track up. So even if they do lose an Alchemist, it's certainly going to be worth it in the end run because they do have the track gold from every kill they garner in these ganks. But Piao now chasing. But however, it is going to be spotted as well as a Clockwork, and now Lift by Rubik gonna catch out the Bounty Hunter, and Rubik, I believe, nope, didn't steal the track, stole the Shadow Walk, so. And now, Piao gonna be blown up here. Double damage on TMW. Puck ult onto 2 as the Invoker kills the Visage, and now Invoker getting killed on the Bounty Hunter as well. I assume a Sunstrike on the back lines as Slark kills the Marana. And lift from Rubik here onto TMW. TMW gonna dodge a lot there. However, gonna eat it from the Forge Spirits and falls again. Invoker getting a triple kill in this fight. So a very long sustained fight in this mid lane. Bounty Hunter, I believe, may have died. No, came back actually. And yeah, very scattered fight. And 4 staff now up on Invoker. No second item yet up on Clockwork, just has the boots as of now. Bane with just Arcanes as well. And Hybrid working towards the drums. So we may not see drums on this Clockwork, rather an Orchid. We'll wait and see on that, however. So lots of sentries mid by Relax right now. Looking to take as many team fights here as they can, and Slark in the meantime gonna kill on the run at top lane, and Dark Pack Pop gonna go onto Kolnia. Kolnia getting a lot of damage now, getting the kill onto the Clockwork, and Invoker killing the Slark in return. And now fight in the mid lane. Puck killing the Rubik. So as I mentioned, non-stop action in this fight. Once they get up some items that are comfortable to start farming with. As 3 kills in Relax's favor. The Sunstrike, of course, on the Slark, and now Shaklo chasing down Piao. Piao and Enlight may feel in a bit of trouble here as there are 4 Relax heroes nearby, and Puck all onto 2. Piao blown up instantly by the Alchemist Stun, and Visage killing the Invoker. So just straight up action constantly. 12 to 17, 15 minutes in this game. Getting pretty crazy, boys. As mid tower going to be pushed here, and possibly we could see a Roshan after this, as the Medallion is now up on Alchemist. But both sides, in regards to push at least, have a decent amount of push. Both have plenty of wave clear, as they do have the burst damage. Puck has the orb, and of course the Dark Pact from Slark can certainly help out with that. And Flipside also having the familiars, or the summons from, Relax rather, having the familiars for the tower pushing. And Flipside, of course, have the Invoker, which is really good at pushing towers, as noticed recently. He does have the summons on the Invoker, those Forge Spirits, as well as he usually builds a Necro. They also have the Rocket, the Fade Bolt for all that pushing they need, and the Star Storm from the Rana. So yeah, they certainly have the ability to push. Towers are going to take a lot of damage from the Forge Spirits as well. And it seems Flipside going to take this top tower in exchange for Relax taking this bottom tower. And there's a wave clear in action. Dark Pact as well as the orb. Showing lots of work. And Shaklo, meantime, going to be blown up on this top lane in the wrong spot at the wrong time. They do not have a gem, but I do believe he got dusted somehow. And of course, Silly Me Clockwork actually building the Blade Mail. That's what it is. That's the obvious choice when we should be building. is assuming going to help out in these early fights with the massive amount of damage that Relax can put out and likely give themselves, as most of them don't have that many health. That much health. And, oh my. You just gotta admire the couriers sometimes that put in this game. Some of them just have so much work put onto them. And, this monkey, man. Going at it. Spinning that staff. Anyway. Enlight gonna be spotted out here by Shacklow. Enlight. Gonna cool step up on Shacklow. Shacklow eating a lot of damage here as the familiar chases Enlight, and gonna take some right clicks now. Orb from Puck and TMW now gonna get the kill on Enlight, as well as the stun from Chris Mignolta. And kill an Invoker there. Easily spotted up by Shacklow. Track kill for them, and it's just one more gold. So take a look at the gold graph. Going pretty heavily in Relax's favor. But towers, including the track gold, going to really help out with that. Slark, in the meantime, killing the Marana in the bottom lane. So as I'm talking about track gold, Marana being killed, and Nightmare from Piao. However, Piao cancels it, and FN instantly pops the Shadow Dance, leaps, and teleports away. That's certainly an interesting graphic. As Shacklow could look for a kill here on Kolnya. Kolnya Vata. Kolnya tracked up. I'm gonna take some right click harass out, but there's a sentry here, so I would be careful if I were Shacklow. And both sides just gonna back off from that. So a little slow down in the action for the time being. Relax, or rather, Flipside really not looking to engage here too much. Unless they have the Bane ult really and get those single ganks off. FN going to be spotted out in this mid lane, but no go. 3 for Flipside here, and in the meantime, Unlight going to be found in the mid lane, and Chris Mignolta going to stun himself under tower. But again, has that regen, going to fall into half-life here, and Slark getting another kill on the Marana with the Puck ult expended, so Marana going down here for another time. Another gank. And FN really showing the strength of Slark in this early portion of the game. As Flipside looking towards the top lane. And the lane ward going to spot the fact that Bane's here. Not going to spot PS, however, as he does have the invis stolen from the Bounty Hunter. Drops the invis, however, now going to wait for the invis here to walk into them on accident. And Relax now looking towards the tower game, really trying to take the team fights at the towers. They really know they can do much more damage than Flipside at this point in time. So Flipside more of the single-terry ganker kind of lineup, as Relax can take more of a team fight with the Puck. And now Puck silence on 2. PSM going to get blown up here by Slark. Slark now going to chase down Piao. Piao tracked up, stun, and one last strike from Bounty kills him. And now Bane hooks in onto the Slark. Slark taking lots of damage, pops the Blade Mail. And FN not going to make it out of here alive. Screen, however, cleans up the kill onto the Clockwork with the Soul Assumption. Now Soul Assumption stolen. PSM killing the Visage. Rubik doing work here. Chris Mignolta, in the meantime, going to fall to the Invoker as well as the stun from PSM. So PSM playing this Rubik wonderfully, securing a lot of kills there, stealing many spells, and just able to clean up for his team. Mel Shacklow and TMW still made it out alive. So Relax losing 3 there. Flipside losing 2, I believe. And Light now, however, just going to be in a bit of trouble and silenced up by the Puck. Puck going to make it out alive, and track kill for Bounty Hunter as well as the Puck. So a 3 for 3 even trade there, I believe. And 24 to 16 now. Relax's favor. That top tower not going down. Mind you, that fight was fought entirely under it, so certainly Relax at a disadvantage there. Trading evenly is it's good for them, though. They have the Bounty Hunter. They have the track gold guys. It's real good. The Bounty Hunter picks up the Vlad, so certainly looking towards the mid game. Looking towards that just ability to push. Going to help out himself as well as the Slark and the Alchemist. Going to help out loads, and even the creeps, as the creeps do get that bonus aura. And meanwhile, for mid, for Flipside, could be looking for a Clockwork hook here. Let's take a sip from my water real quickly. TMW getting himself caught in the trees. And Flipside debating whether or not they're doing Roshan. It could be bait here. And it is, because TMW and company gonna wrap around from behind them in the mid lane. And Puck did a pretty big ult here. And Mirana pops the ultimate. Puck just gonna blink away. Don't want to take the fight here. Gonna wait for that ult to wear off. As the Necro one is popped by Light now, as he did just pick that up. And push coming out from Flipside now. Flipside, of course, has Spitter and slants onto 3 from TMW. Sung gonna come in from Crispin Yalta, and now Mirana falls for the one Janata. And now Shacklo cleaning up everyone really, and Light pops his cloak, but not gonna work as he is tracked up. Meanwhile, Konyavata gonna get a kill on Shacklo here. Pays for his life, however, as the Soul Assumption gets the last kill, and Pihao gonna be chased here. Pihao now gonna be in trouble. One last one from Puck, and he goes down. Relax now. 5 for 1 here. And Puck pausing the game out of mana because the entire enemy team is dead. And yeah. Well done by Relax there, taking that team fight mid. Waiting for that Mirror ult to end, and just being able to get as many kills as they can. The Bounty Hunter did pay with his life however, as the Clockwork Konya rather, was able to hook in and of course do what he can, get the 1 kill onto the Bounty Hunter. So well done by him. And yeah, we're gonna have a slight slack in the action. No big deal though, it is constant, so it's nice to have a small bit of a break. And about ready to go. The break, of course, is going to be coupled with this either Persh or Roshan attempt that's going to come out of Relax any minute now. And it's going to go straight to Roshan as Puck looks for the rune. Not top, not going to spawn for another 15 seconds even. And going to defend this tower top. No, there's a siege unit, so Puck's just going to deny it and screen as well as Crispin Yalta. Going to kill this Roshan. Do it pretty easily as well with the regen. Going to be able to do it pretty safely. And another pause coming out. As FN, I think, has disconnected. He's just chilling here. I doubt he's looking for a kill because the entire team is dead and now coming out of their base. So we're going to wait on that. FN going to have to disconnect and reconnect at this point. And Haste Rune that Puck was looking for in the meanwhile spawns on the bottom. But let's do an item check now since everyone's dead and likely bought whatever they can for the time being. Mirana sitting on drums and a Basilius, phase boots as well. Rubik going to be sitting on the Bracer and some brown boots. Bane just with wards and the arcanes from earlier. Clockwork now with a blade mail as he's had before, and Invoker with the Necro 2 now, and Slark returning to the game. And we will have our go Gem and Blink Taggart on the Puck. Screen having the mechanism as well as boots. Picking up treads now as well. FN now selling his Orb of Venom so he can pick up the Aegis and has the BKB in the bank. And now Slark going to pick up the Aegis, going to be doing much more work. However, going to be super low in mana, so he's going to return straight to base, pick up that BKB, and likely pick up another teleport. Be on his way to some more team fights. However, Smoke out of Flipside. They want to take back this fight that they lost earlier. They want to see what they can do. However, out from Hybrid hits on the creeps, and now 3-man silence onto TMW. However, lifted by the Rubik. Rubik stealing that silence and deafening blast on the Puck. TMW gonna be in a bit of trouble here. Gonna see if he can blink out. Yeah, indeed he does. So that all saving himself really. And gonna throw out the Cheeky Orb and teleport out as Shacklo and company. Shacklo need an arrow here, but Slark gonna go on and Light tracked up, so not able to ghost walk away. Gonna go down here. And now hook on from Konya onto Yak. Konya falling muddy low, tracked up as well now. And PSM stunning himself. Fiend's Grip rather from Pihao onto FN and hook in from Konya. Now Slark looking to be in trouble. Shacklo in the meantime gonna fall here. Familiar's cleaning up the Rubik on the back lines. And FN leaping onto Hybrid here. Hybrid gonna eat a lot of damage and indeed fall, so a 3 for 3 technically, as Relax did lose that Aegis here in this fight, so well done by Relax, making sure they didn't fall too behind in that fight, as TMW was not there and already expended his ult, so Relax showing they can really fight without that Puck ultimate. as Relax now may look to push mid. Certainly get a bit of chip damage on it.
Radiant's bottom
But
tower
the real pusher, the Visage, gonna just push this bottom tower, as these familiars just do so much damage. Dipping Bus coming on light, cleaning up those creeps, however, and Visage gonna have to back off, but the tower now at half health. The TMW gonna spot out Konya here, and FN's here as well, so could see a kill onto Konya. Konya start eating a lot of damage, possibly in Mel, but FN doesn't care, does have the insane regen when he's not spotted by the enemy team. And screen now gonna be arrowed up. Stolen is the someone familiar, so familiar stolen by PSM. PSM member gonna pay with his life. And I do not believe he has familiars anymore. And TMW now gonna drop ult on Enlight, and Piao breaking the chain instantly. Enlight, however, not gonna be as lucky. Gonna fall here. And now Piao gonna be in trouble as well. Familiar's gonna kill him. Sly Cover gets the last hit, and 4 kills now for Relax in this extended team fight. Getting the Clockwork and just rotating back to mid, getting the Rubik. Then the Invoker, and now the Bane. So Flipside doing very well. Their mid-game composition is working a lot better. And that arrow from Mirana just catching that Slark out. Oh, well done by Hybrid, turning a bad situation into a not so bad one, as they did get the 700 gold from that kill. Well done by him. Nice arrow. And getting the mid tower in the meantime is Relax. So a look at the gold ref. Going to be nearly 11,000 in Relax's favor, as they just have the track gold, and they've gotten Roshan. They've gotten so many more towers than Flipside at this point. It's getting out of hand, really. And Experience showing the same story. Relax nearly 20,000 in the lead, as they may look to push top now.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
But at this point, Flipside gonna smoke up, and as it goes, I mean, both sides really have the potential blow up or to win a team fight. It just depends on how it's engaged, who's up and who's alive, who's there. So Flipside gonna start seeing if they can pick apart the team of Relax, and Light losing the cloak there. So they expected Invis, but really just it was TMW on the high ground. They just didn't see him.
Dire's middle tower is
So this mid tower gonna go down now. Necro 3 Papa and Light has that up now, and Relax not gonna look for any fight here, as they do not have the proper units in the area. Screen Chris Mignolta,
Dire's middle
Chris
tower is under
Multi Santa. That's probably the best way to say it. And again, that Courier 4 staff up for Chris Molten Santa, the Alchemist. Clockwork finds himself an illusion, and working towards that mechanism now.
Dire's middle
And
tower is
Bane's
under
still set
attack.
on the boots. All popped by the Mirana. TMW may be walking the wrong place, but does have a Hex on himself now, so those big items are coming up now for sure. TMW now going to be in a bit of trouble. Does have the gem, so did spot up P-How in Hybrid. Of course, if he did get Nightmare up there, he was indeed dead, but that arrow had been expended not too long ago, so who would have known? He probably could have played his way out of that. And now push going to come on top from the Visage, but Familiar's not there just yet, so no push, no go. And in the meantime, Hybrid now. Shurikens and mini stuns gonna fall, and this tower could be pushed, as it is at half health. And Chris Molten Sianta. They've tracked up an illusion, thinks the real thing, and it just disappears, and like, where's it go? How am I gonna stun something? 4 steps himself away as that happens, but Slark gets a kill on the Evoker in the top lane now. Gonna run away, however, as there is the Forge Spirits as well as the Necros, and Invoker's gonna farm with those as the push comes out bottom with from Relax. So this bottom tower now looking to go down, and Flipside could look for a fight here, but I don't, of course, want to fight in that acid spray, of course. And that Familiar, dropping the wrong Familiar there. I do believe the stun is probably on cooldown, otherwise he wouldn't have done that, I think. Not sure.
Radiant's bottom tower
Probably just tab, double hit Q, and yeah, that was it. And that second Familiar going to be resummoned by, no, not just going to fall, I believe. Tower got the kill, though. Does have resum available, though, and likely just going to wait till level 16 to do that. As actually almost has enough for a Aghanims at this point. Just another 400 gold and he'll have it. So we're going to farm up this top lane and wait until then is what Lax is going to do, as 3 familiars and the level 16 ult on Visage is timing they want to wait for, I'd say. And disconnect from puck, we're going to see a pause. And indeed we are, so yeah. As we do, of course, always get these pauses in these Russian games, but go look at the goal graph, 14,000, look at the experience graph, nearly 25,000, so Relax taking this game away, really. But Flipside not feeling the pressure yet, no need to GG from them. As Song and Yasha is now finished on FN, as well as, of course, that BKB and this Shadow Blade. As he's going to spot out Hybrid here, and PSM and company, but they're all smoked up, so he may be in a bit of trouble. We will see. Pops BKB, gonna fight into 4 here is FN. FN gonna get a kill on the Rubik and just run away, it seems. And Tornado dodge by that hook, or by that leap, and FN now gonna go down, it seems. And indeed he does, just stunned up constantly by the battery assault. Nothing he can do, really. Puck, meantime, gonna be down here as well. Throws at the orb, nothing he can do, though. Doesn't want to fight into 4, so... FN not satisfied, throwing out some angry letters on his keyboard. And PSM, with all those people smoke behind him, gonna just get killed there. And Visage now has the Aghanims, has level 6. Oh, no, doesn't get level 16 in time for that. Filmer is gonna have a little bit less HP, armor, and speed, as well as damage, so no big deal, though. I guess he didn't want to wait for it. Does have it now, though. I do not believe skilling it up changes it. No, you gotta wait for the resummon on that. In the meantime, Shaklo. Gonna spot out the Marana. Marana popping the ultimate now, so Relax certainly aware of that, but this tower again, eating a lot of damage from the players as they do. Now Viata finding screen now. As we have some lag. Screen gonna pop the mechanism and fall? Yes, indeed he does, as the familiar sons are unable to save him. So Clockwork getting a nice hook and kill there. However, and Light now on the back line is going to be in a bit of trouble. Shuriken coming out of Shaklo. Shaklo to make it alive. However, as in Light has everything summoned up. And PSM actually has the familiars once again, and now the Alchemist lifted and put on the cliff. 4 steps himself away, however, and now FN going to find a kill on the Light here. Leaps on him and gets a kill. Now Invoker buying back instantly as Hybrid hexed up, and now Kim going down, selecting a kill on the Marana, and now PSM gonna go down here as well as Bounty Hunter gets a kill on the back lines, and now Coleman Viata next in line. So 5 kills here. Ultra kill on Slark. As Relax just starting to take this game away. But as the Russian scene goes, it's not over till it's over. It's not over till the throne's dead. And Relax, even with their advantage now, Flipside not going to GG out. But this game, of course, you know, it's Dota. You could always come back. Who knows? But with the experience advantage, all that kind of stuff, I mean, it's looking certainly grim here for Flipside. And those familiars. And Invoker, Ghost Scepter now on him. Really getting scared of that Slark, it seems. And PSM has Dust working towards or has a Bracer just for the tank, for the beefing himself up, really. And in the meantime, sitting on nearly 3,800 gold. Could be seeing a Secret Relic and just a Greater Bash on him afterwards. And Hybrid now, hexed up from the Puck and gonna be blown up here by just the Puck and the Bounty Hunter. And hook onto Shaklo. Shaklo now Fiend's gripped up. Puck gonna blink out of there. Ult onto Just and Light and Bane. Now PSM going to be set on the backlines by the Alchemist or back in from TMW as the Clockwork falls, and now Invoker falling as well. So Marana, of course, dying in the backlines as well, or nearly in that fight, it seems. And of course, one last kill on the Bane. Gonna be the end of Flipside for the 4th time in this game, I believe. That is the 4th team wipe we've had. So GG gonna be called by them now. GG go next is the call from them, and yeah, just look at the graphs. You know, Relax took that 10-minute timing and forced it in that position as the graph breaks. But as we can see, the advantage nearly 40,000 at the end of the game for Relax. And Relaxing in this game 1 in this best of 3. Winner goes on to face... Oh no, winner advances out of the group, I believe. So, yeah. Game 1 going to Relax once again. This has been Frouwo casting. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, so if you liked it, like, subscribe, all that nice stuff. Share this match, all that neat stuff. And yeah, if you did enjoy it, contact me via Twitch, via YouTube, via Twitter. And I will respond as well as I can. Usually I appreciate constructive criticism. I usually work on the stuff you guys tell me to. And yeah. So again, thanks for watching. This is Frouwo, game 1 of Relax versus Flipside, and I will see you guys in game 2. But in the meantime, of course, have a nice day. Goodbye.